What is up, everybody? This is James McCool. I am doing a quick little tutorial for my new League of Legends optimizer that I built for subs over at the site. It is going to be available for any sub on the site. I gave it to those that are in the Discord already so that they could play around with it and just kind of break it in a couple ways. I know there's going to be bugs because there's usually bugs in most things, and I just want to make sure that we get those out of the way before I put it up on the site. So if you're interested in it, definitely jump in the Discord if you are not already there, and if you are interested in having a League of Legends optimizer on your computer, definitely come get a sub over to the site. So I'm just going to be doing a quick tutorial here. Based on how to use the optimizer, a little bit about what goes into the way that it works, and just kind of getting away some of the user errors. The main thing that I want to note here is that this optimizer was built to kind of remove user error and let the backend logic kind of do its thing. There are not a whole bunch of different there's not a whole bunch of different user abilities here, like user options. You can tweak a couple things, but it is built on my understanding of how to play League of Legends CFS and how to find success in League of Legends CFS. So this backend is doing a lot more work than the user options are kind of dictating, right? So I just wanted to make sure that people know that there are not a whole bunch of user options here, but there are enough user options to be able to give you control over things that you're building, and we'll walk through those. So this is the optimizer page. The lineups are going to show up here along with the projection and the cost. The projections get populated right here, and the options are over here. When you first open this up, it's going to be loaded with the projections from my site, paydirt.ghost.io. These projections that I build out for the slate. So they will be populated here. If you want to populate your own projections, you just put the name here, the team here, roster position here, the player position here, the salary here, and the projection here. You don't really need the value. But if you want to load those things in there, you can load those things in there. This is the slate sheet tab where you are going to take the sheet from DraftKings that has like all of the DKID information and stuff like that, like the name and ID. You can get that by going to your contest and going to where you build your lineup on the interwebs, and you can just export all the players, the player information. That's where this sheet comes from. You'll just copy and paste this right into this tab right here. The export sheet is going to have exports based on the slate sheet, so you can just export straight to DraftKings, but I haven't quite gotten that functionality up. That'll be up before the end of the night. So let's go into the user option here. So you'll choose two teams to stack from, stack 1 and stack 2, and then you'll choose how many players you want from each of those. So stack 1 size is how many players you want from stack 1, stack 2 size is how many players you want from stack 2. The iterations is going to be how many runs, how many lineups it is going to produce, but that doesn't necessarily mean how many unique lineups it is going to produce. And I'll get into that here in a second. There are the captain positions, so you can choose what positions you want to be used in the captain spot. This one is defaulting to every position is available to be used in the captain spot from ADC to support. You can remove these and say that you don't want support, that you don't want jungle, that you just want ADC mid and top. But for now, like the default position will be that all of them are used. Captain team is the team that you want your captain to come from. Typically, if you are stacking two teams, of course, you're going to want to choose one of your two teams here. In this instance, the captain team is Team Wii and stack 1 is Team Wii. You could also put, in this instance, FPX, and that would be fine. You would be getting the captain from FPX and still maintaining stack integrity here. And then randomness is going to be, it injects randomness into the algorithm. So it's going to be going from... I put a better explanation in Discord, and if you guys are subs, you can go read up on that. But basically just injects randomness into your lineups. So you don't have to only stack two teams. You can make this so that stack size 1 and stack size 2 equals 6 instead of 7, and that will give you a one-off, but I only allowed for one-off possible. To my knowledge, it is not a good idea to be using one-offs in League of Legends DFS. It's not a profitable strategy long term, so don't be doing it very often. But I did allow you to have one-off if you really, really want one in GPPs. So let's just kind of run this really quick so that you guys can see how it works. If you uploaded your own projections here, then all you would do to get those here is you would hit populate projections, and then it's running slow as hell right now because I'm recording a video, but it would just populate here like it's doing right now. And then after you're done with that, then you choose your teams. This example is going to be WE and FPX with 4 WE and 3 FPX, with the captain coming from FPX and all captain positions given. So we'll say for now 10 iterations and max randomness. So what it's going to do is it's going to create 10 lineups. Not necessarily 10 unique lineups, but 10 lineups based on optimal procedure. And then that actually then gets sorted by projection and then cuts all the duplicates away. So there's only 3 unique lineups built from 10 iterations of this. But if we do maybe 25 iterations and we optimize based on that, then there's a possibility that there are more than 3 unique lineups based on these combinations. It just didn't have enough iterations to really find them. Remember, the randomness is going to allow you to get possibly get more unique lineups out of a run. But maybe there's only 3 unique combos of this stack that are possible under the constraints that we have. And if so, then after it's done with its 25 iterations, then it's going to cut out all the slack and there's only 3 available. But if we were to say that the captain team is WE and then we run, then it's probably going to have a little bit more leeway. It's going to give you a couple more combinations because the salary constraints aren't as harsh when we're dealing with WE, and then there are 6 total teams that are available. So that's just kind of a breakdown of how the optimizer works. Of course, if you guys are in the Discord, I am going to be talking to people consistently throughout the night, as I have over the last couple days and over the last couple weeks, about League of Legends and the way to win it and the way to play it and the best strategies involved. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I did backtest it against the last couple days and was able to recreate the winner of every slate based on just a couple different user modifications and different user options here. So it competes with the rest of the industry. It is at least as good as the other ones that you're going to be finding, and it's involved in it's included in all the packages offered and the monthly stuff over at the site. So if you're interested, come see it. If you're already a sub, then this is how you use it, and be sure to ask questions so we can make this thing even better. All right, thanks guys.